The brother who chose to be the family villain. Have you ever absolutely loathed someone for being a train wreck, only to realize they were burning their own life down just to keep you warm? My older brother Jax was the definition of a lost cause. 19, greasy hair, constant smell of cheap cigarettes, and a temper that could set a room on fire. My parents, they basically gave up. They poured all their love into me, the golden child, the straight A student with the bright future. Last semester, things hit a breaking point. Jax got arrested for assault and battery outside a convenience store. My dad, he didn't even post bail. He just sat at the kitchen table, head in his hands, and said, "Let him rot. He's not our son anymore." I agreed. I hated Jax for the stress he put on my mom. But then, yesterday, I found his old leather jacket in the garage. I reached into the pocket for a lighter, but instead, I pulled out a crumpled envelope. It wasn't drugs, it wasn't a weapon. It was a stack of legal documents and medical bills. My medical bills. See, 3 years ago, I was in a hit and run. The insurance company fought us on every penny. My parents thought the hospital waived the remaining $40,000 because of a clerical error. They didn't. I started reading the letters. Jax hadn't been partying. He'd been working 3 illegal construction jobs under the table. The assault charge? I looked up the police report. The guy he beat up wasn't a stranger. It was the driver who hit me 3 years ago. The guy who got off on a technicality. Jax didn't just find him. He'd been tracking him. The guy was bragging about it at a bar. I went to visit Jax in county lockup. I was shaking, sobbing, holding those papers against the glass. I asked him, why? Why let us hate you? Why let dad call you a failure for 3 years? Jax just leaned into the microphone. His eyes looked so tired, and he whispered, "Mom and dad needed a hero to be proud of, kid, and they needed a villain to blame for why we were poor. I just picked the part that kept you safe." I realized then, the golden child was only shining, because my brother was living in the dark.